Yes, we can see it now.
Nice. So thank you for introducing me, Vinod. My name is Nabeel Adnan. I'm the Business Development Manager at Applestick. I'm working with Sitecore for the past 7 years. And before that, I was working in the industrial automation in the United Arab Emirates. I'm co-host on Sitecore Arabia podcast, where we are trying to talk about Sitecore in Arabic. So today we will be talking about Sitecore Horizon. We will be looking a little bit deeper on this product, its capabilities, features, and limitations. We will be also having a little bit extra knowledge about its technicalities and installation steps. So first thing, what is Sitecore Horizon? When you talk about Sitecore Horizon, you need to imagine that as the next generation editor of Sitecore Experience Platform. It combines the capabilities of the content editor and experience editor in one place, but with much faster performance and focus mode. Sitecore Horizon consists of 3 main areas: the editing, the simulation, and the insights. In the editing area, where you can create and manage pages and content. The simulator, where you can simulate your pages and see how the customer will see your pages on different devices and channels like desktop, tablet, or phone. And the insight, where you can see the analytics in contextual mode. So what is the editing experience in Horizon? As we mentioned, Horizon is a page field editor. It depends on WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, where you can edit the fields from a page, items, and dedicated field editor. You can see the content editor tree, you can see all the components, and you can edit all the supported fields in Sitecore Horizon. Sitecore Horizon supports multiple fields like rich text, single line text, multi-line, image, file, general link, checkboxes. For those unsupported types, they will appear in Horizon as raw values. Okay. So now about the technicalities about Horizon. Horizon is an Angular app, and it's using Node.js for back-end rendering. So that's why it's fast and high performance. It runs inside the authoring host, and it uses the Identity Server API for authentication. So the users that can work on, can log into Sitecore, they will be able to log into Horizon. And you don't need to create any extra users for those who want to work on Horizon. They just need to click that, you need to give them proper privileges, and they will click on Horizon instead of content editor or experience editor. They use the same site cookies, and they use HTTPS. So your CM site should be HTTPS enabled. Other than that, Horizon is using GraphQL to communicate with the back end. It uses QL.js for rich text editor. It's not rich text editor is not depending on Telerik. It's using QL.js, and you can easily connect Horizon with DAM for managing and inserting images on pages and content. You can use DAM connectors to connect Horizon to DAM. As any product, Horizon has some good things, good features, and also it has limitations. As we mentioned before, the features of Horizon, that it's slick and modern. When you look at it, you will feel comfortable working on components, adding components to page. You feel comfortable editing any item on the page, And as you mentioned, since it can give you the content editor and experience editor experience, it will be easier for you to edit everything from one place instead of jumping between experience editor and content editor. It's faster than experience editor. It supports drag and drop, similar to 6A. And you can see the analytics in the same context. Once you are on the page, you can just click on the analytics button, as we will see on the demo, and you will be able to view the analytics for this specific page. It also supports autosave. While you are working on the page, you'll see that page will autosave, and it has the undo and redo capabilities. If the page crashes for any reason, your work will not disappear. It will be autosaved. The simulator mode is a great feature on Horizon, where you can always simulate your page on different devices, and it's backward compatible with any rendering created with Experience Editor. So let's move to the limitations. One of the limitations that Sitecore Horizon has is lack of documentation. You will see a lot of documentation about how to use Sitecore Horizon, but there is lack of documentation on extending this product. It doesn't support personalization and testing till this moment. And till the previous version, it has a limited support, very limited support for 6A and JSS, but on the recent version, which is 10.1, Sitecore increased the support for these products. And it has some limitations with the browser support, so it's not supporting IE or Safari, and it's not supporting publishing service. Let's have a quick look on how to install Horizon. First thing, you have to make sure that your WebSocket is enabled from the Windows feature. WebSocket protocol, it should be enabled. You need to install and download the hosting bundle of ASP.NET Core. You can obtain that from Microsoft official site, and you need to install it. Straightforward installation. And it needs Ceph to be there. So you need also to register Sitecore repository on your PowerShell, and you need to install Ceph, Sitecore install framework. Sorry, this I always keep getting this error. It should be on one line. And then you need to run install module, Sitecore install framework. After that, you can go ahead and download the required version of Sitecore Horizon. They have on-premise and Azure. For us, we used on-premise. Then you need to edit this install horizon.ps. There is some fields that you need to edit here. You need to edit the instance name. As we mentioned, if your site is sc10.dev.local, Horizon should use the same domain. It should be horizon.sc10.dev.local, for example. If your site is Sitecore, whatever dev, the Horizon should be horizon.sitecore.dev. Whatever site you are using, Horizon should use the same domain. You need to provide the CM instance name. You need to provide the identity server pool name, and you need to provide the identity server physical path. You need also to provide the license path. And if you are going to enable Content Hub, you need to make this enable Content Hub field equal to true. And you need to define your topology, either if it's XM or XP. Once done, save this file and run it using the PowerShell. For me, I always try to avoid having spaces on the names just to avoid any unexpected behavior. So I remove spaces usually. And that should be it. Running the install horizon.ps will just run and install Horizon for you. Once done, if you log into your Sitecore Launchpad, you can see that Horizon is there on the content editing section. So again, this is the old view of Sitecore. I think most of you have already seen the new version of Sitecore, and let me move to the demo. So on the demo, we will be showing Sitecore 10.1, not Sitecore 10, which is the latest till this moment. And let me log in. This is the new view. This is the new view of Sitecore 10.1. Should be faster than that. The site is already up, but I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. Okay, it opened by default an experience editor. That's why it took a long time. Let's go back to Sitecore Launchpad. You will see that Horizon is giving you the same capabilities of experience editor, but with much faster experience. I didn't know we already we already opened the experience editor. Experience editor takes some time to load on the first launch. Okay, let me try to open it on a new tab. Sorry, guys. But as usual, on any demo, something should happen. It's given. Okay. See. Finally. So this is the new view of Sitecore 10, and on the content editing section, you will see that we have a new icon for Horizon. Clicking on this icon will open Horizon for us. Horizon has this global toolbar where you can switch between pages and content. As we mentioned, when we talk about pages, it's similar to Experience Editor, where you can what you see is where it's showing what you see is what you get. You can see your page and how this page will look like, and in the content section, it will show you the other fields on the page, similar to the content editor. So some of the fields like styling, it's not used on the page. So you will not be able to edit it directly from the page. In that case, you just need to go to the content and you will be able to edit it from here. So whatever we are seeing on the pages, it's the field that we can edit directly from the page. Okay, this is the site tree, and this is the global toolbar, as you mentioned. In the global toolbar, you can switch between pages and content. You can switch between sites if you have multiple sites, and you can change the language. You can use the site search capability to search for anything you want. On the local toolbar, where this toolbar is contextual for the selected item on the left, if you select home, this will show you actions for the home. So for example, you can edit, you can click here to see the page inside, and you can preview the page. On the left-hand side, you can see that you have this pages where it will show the tree and the components, all the components that you can add to your page. Let's create a new page first thing. Let's go for, and create a new page on the same, sorry, not on the same level, should be a child. Create a page, and let's call it demo page. Now, when you click on create page, it will show you all the insert options related to this home or demo page. So if you define an insert option for the demo page, when you click on create page, you will see that your insert options will appear here. Now, this is our page. Let's go ahead and start adding component. As we mentioned, it's like drag and drop. So you can just drag this map and drop it on the middle. One of the new features introduced in 10.1, Horizon 10.1, is the ability to create the data source component in here. Previously, you should create the data source component, and then you need to come here and select it. But in 10.1, they give us the ability to create the data source from here. So clicking on this map folder, clicking on this map folder, we can create a new map folder, and we can call it maps 2. And inside this folder, we can create new map, and we can call it map 2. Then we need to assign it. This is how easy and fast it is to create a component on the page. Actually, it's faster, but I think my device, my machine is behaving in an odd way today. So this is the map. Clicking on the map will display this the right hand side will display the information about the selected item or component. So if you are selecting the page itself, if you are selecting the page, the demo page itself, 1 minute. Let's go ahead and let's select the demo page itself. Okay. And when you click on the map component, it will show you the related information about the map component. So you can change the data source, you can edit the content item. Click on edit content item will take you to this view where you can edit everything for this map. As you can see, everything related to this map, it will take you to the data source component where you can edit the data source information directly from here. And when you click go back, it will direct you to the page again, and you can change the grid layout. You can say this, I want to take half of the page, 6 only. And the nice thing is whenever you are changing things without the need of save, since it's supporting autosave, you will see your changes directly on the page. Let's go ahead and add another component. Let's add a flip, for example. So when you want to add a flip, you can either select to add it before the map or after the map on the main. Let's drop it after the map, and let's select this flip data source. And let's go ahead and change this flip to become 6 as well, to take the half of the page. As you can see, as simple as this. And if you refresh the page, you will see that our components is there, nothing disappeared. So our it's auto-saved, it's auto-saving whatever we are doing. So this is how you are creating and editing things on the page. One nice thing that when you click on the map or on the any item, you will see details about this item, like its name is item 1, it's here, the template path, the item path is here, and this is the item ID, and of course the workflow, which is one of the most important attribute that we need to see all the times. You can simply click on the workflow and you can submit, you can approve, you can publish. And this is one of the new things in Sitecore Horizon, which is the publish ability. Before you can publish only one item, but on the latest version, Sitecore provided a newly feature, which is publish item with all sub-items. So once you click on that, it will start the publishing process and it will show you this message saying that it published 369 items. This is how you are editing the page. Let's say that you want to change the view of this page and you want to edit it on mobile view. It's as simple as clicking on this arrow and going to the phone or mobile view, and it will show you how this will appear on the mobile view. If you are happy with that, that's fine. Otherwise, you can change it on mobile, or you can do whatever changes you want. And you can do rotation for the mobile, so you can see how your page will appear on the mobile landscape or portrait. You can check your page on tablet. So this is our page on the tablet. And of course, you can see the analytics of this page by clicking on Page Insight. It will open the page insight for this page. So currently, we don't have any insight for this page, but if we click on Home, since I did some visits to the home from desktop, you can see that this page has been visited once, twice by the desktop, one time on April 22nd and one time on April 24th, which is today. And you can view information about time spent on this page. So on April 22nd, we spent 14 seconds on this page, and the bounce rate on 24th, we left the site from this page. So Sitecore identified this page as a bouncing page for today for one time. So all of these analytics will give you better insight about your application and about your system, on which pages the users are leaving, which pages the user are staying long time on. So you can focus more on if this is a normal bounce, or let's say that this is a thank you page. You are doing a registration, and this is a thank you page where the user should register and then he should normally leave after registering. Then this is normal bouncing, you are happy with that. But if this is a product purchasing page and the users are bouncing from this page, then there's something wrong. We need to understand why this is going on. And finally, on the insight, you can view and combined insight for all the devices. So as you can see, our page has been visited from all the devices here and here. And this is the information about all the devices, not only the mobile, sorry, for the home, yeah, not only for the mobile or for the desktop. Finally, we are going to talk about the metadata, where you can edit. It's similar to the view on the content view, but without clicking on here. You can simply click on here if you feel this is better. You can click here and you can click on edit metadata. Metadata, that's the information that is not presented on the page. For example, body CSS class attributes and fields that are not used directly on the page. You can edit it from clicking on metadata. And if you click on the simulator, this is the simulator view. This is our site. This is our page on desktop. As you can see, this is what we've done. This is our page on tablet, and this is our page on mobile. That's pretty much it about Sitecore Horizon.
Great. Great, Nabeel. So we have a couple of questions for you. So should I start narrating it one by one?
Yeah, please.
Okay. The first question is Horizon support custom fields like extended single line text control?
For any field that is using default Sitecore fields or inheriting default Sitecore fields, yes, Horizon will support it. But if you develop a new field that Sitecore doesn't know about it, it will show us raw values.
Okay. The second question is, in case of JSS, if the components are written in React, will the Horizon support those components in Experience Editor? Since the Horizon is created using Angular, will this be an issue?
So currently, Sitecore Horizon has a limited support for JSS, but I'm pretty sure that Sitecore is releasing a new features each time they are releasing any update for Sitecore. They are considering Horizon, as we saw before. Before version 10.1, Horizon support for SXA was very limited, but currently on 10.1, they introduced too much enhancement and too many features, too many new features for Sitecore Horizon. So as we mentioned, it has limited support for JSS, but hopefully in the future it will have better support for JSS.
Thank you. So the next question is, what is the scope of customization in Horizon?
As we mentioned at the beginning, there is a lack of documentation of an extending Horizon, but since it's still new and Sitecore is still enhancing and releasing a lot of features on each release, I think in the near future we will be able to extend this similar to what we are doing currently on the content editor and on the experience editor.
Great. So one question from our participant is, will Horizon completely replace Experience Editor in near future?
In fact, nothing official from Sitecore, but as you can see, you can get all the features that you have on Experience Editor. Not all, let's say most of. We still have some features on Experience Editor that is not there on Horizon, but you can look at them as we can use both of them. I'm not sure if Sitecore is really planning to replace Experience Editor with Horizon, but I believe that for the daily work, Horizon is a great option.
Great. So the next question is, for SXA developer, is it worth to install Horizon?
Yes. Even SXA is supporting, it has most of the features that Horizon has, like drag and drop and editing the component on the same place. But as you can see, on SXA, for example, you need to save your page in order to for the changes to be reflected on the page. For example, on SXA, if you try to change this styling to something, let's say we need to change the grid layout for this to make it 6, for example, you need to save the page in order to see this change reflected on the page. But on Horizon, any change you are doing is directly reflected to the page. And one more thing, on SXA, you are editing the grid layout, for example, for the mobile, for the tablet, for everything in one place. But on Horizon, you will be editing the grid layout for the mobile while you are on the mobile. So it's easier for you to edit how this component will appear on mobile while you are on mobile. But if you switch to tablet, for example, for this same component, you will see that this component has another grid layout options. So it's 12 on the tablet, or let's say 12, yeah, on the tablet. And on the desktop, it's something else. So for now, we will have the end result will be the same. On the desktop, it's 6, on the tablet, it's 12, and on the mobile, it's 8. But as you can see on Horizon, the editing experience is awesome. So yes, the answer is yes.
Great. So the next question is, do we need additional license for Horizon, or our existing license will work for it?
I believe the existing license should work with Horizon.
Okay. The next question is the available renderings option supported on Horizon for SXA sites?
The available rendering, yeah, it's supported. Yeah, the available renderings option, yes, it is supported.
Okay. Yes. Next question is, can we publish to more than one Sitecore instance at a time? So I guess the user wanted to ask whether we can do a multiple publishing target publish from Horizon.
Now, do you mean publish to multiple targets or publish multiple pages?
Uh, Multiple targets. Like if you have QA or DIT at a time, if you want to, or like how we have under workflow, we have a different publishing target and the live is a different publishing target.
Now, as you can see currently, publish item with all sub items, or even publish item is publishing, it seems like it's publishing the items to all the targets, all languages. There is no option until this moment to choose the publishing target or publishing languages. So I don't think it's supported. I think it's supporting to it's publishing for all targets by default. But I don't think we can limit it to publish for QA only, or for staging only, or for prod only.
Okay, got it. So the next question is, can we set sizes of mobile devices in Stimulator for mobile?
Set sizes. So when you say here, for example,
Yeah.
um, one moment, let me show you one thing. So I think we can do that by changing configuration. Yeah, there's a configuration where you can. I didn't try this before, frankly speaking, but I believe it's there. There is like a configuration where you can change and edit the default size. But
Oh,
I didn't do that before.
okay, great.
I didn't try that before, frankly speaking.
Okay, great. So the next question is, I know I'm bugging you with the more questions, but our participant
No,
has
no.
few today. Uh, does Horizon have feature similar to edit frames?
No, not edit frames, but it has a feature similar to the edit frames. As you can see, when you click on the map, for example, if you click on this map and if you click on edit content item, it will show you the complete fields in that data source. So it's somehow similar to the edit frame, but it's not edit frame. It's not supporting edit frame.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, experience editor is what you see is what you get editor. So can we see
Yeah.
the HTML plus CSS as a part of components in Horizon view as well?
Can you repeat that again, please?
Sure. So in experience editor is what you see is what you get editor. So can we
Yeah.
see HTML plus CSS as a part of components in Horizon view?
Yeah, yeah. Horizon is also what you see is what you get, and you should be able to see the CSS in here.
Great.
Yeah.
The last question, last but not the least, because I have one. So, can we propose our client to start using Horizon on production with 10.1 version, or Horizon is still in preview mode?
No, you can start using Horizon in 10.1. 10.1, it has a lot of new features with Horizon. I'm not sure if that answered the previous question. So this is a page with CSS, and now I'm
Yes,
trying to answer the previous question, the CSS.
yes, correct. Got it. Yeah. So the
And
last question,
question,
yeah, y-
yeah, I think you can use it. Yeah, it's official now, and you can use it. It's not on preview anymore.
okay. So last question from my side. Considering that there is a auto save option here, doesn't you think it's risky sometimes when a immature content authors or the new content authors change something
It is.
and it saves, it does a auto save?
Yeah, it is. It is risky. It is risky. That's 100% true. But also, since it's supporting undo and redo, maybe that will make it less risky. But yeah, it is risky actually. Actually, it is risky. But as you can see, let's remove this. Let's remove this. And let's go ahead and remove this. So if you come here and if you click Control Z, you can see that it has the undo. So even it has the autosave feature, but since it's supporting undo and redo capabilities, that may make it less risky.
Okay, great. So do we have any audit kind of like, can I generate a report like whatever is updated at that point of time in Horizon? Or it's a custom thing we need to develop, like a SPE report or something?
What has been updated by Horizon?
Yes, maybe if I'm a content author and I update one page at a time, so whatever is updated, can I get it as a report?
Um, it's not a report, but in the simulator view, there is this bar, if you can see this bar at the bottom, where you can view your page, how was it on the specific date.
Okay, yes. Okay, that answers my question.
Yeah.
Okay, Adnan. So, Nabil, I think the clear winners for the questions is Vinay and Piyush. So, congratulations, guys, Vinay and Piyush. Just a few change. So, please drop your email IDs in the chat. And Nabil, you're open to select any two lucky winners for today.
Nice. This is the nice part of the session today.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I will choose Prasad
Okay.
and Suman.
So, great. So, guys, I'm just putting the name for everyone of the winners. Please drop your email IDs to receive the vouchers. Vinay, Piyush, Prasad, and Suman. Yes. Thanks, Nabil. I'll just move to I'll just share my screen.
Yeah, thank you again for having me, guys, and please reach out to me if you need any thing or if you have any question about Horizon or anything else in Sitecore.
Sure. So, first of all, we would like to thank each and everyone who is on the call. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. Secondly, we would like to thank our speaker, Nabeel Adnan, for presenting a good, knowledgeable session for all of us. Last but not least, we want to thank our partner, J2 Travel Technologies, for sponsoring this event. All the congratulations to all the winners, and they will receive their Amazon vouchers in 3 working days on their email ID shared in the chat. We have few webinars planned for next month, so stay tuned. You can find more details on our event page of SUG Pune. Also, do follow us on social media channels. You can find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you can find details on our screen too. Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you, Adnan. Thank you,
Yep.
everyone.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Great session.
Thank you.
Thank you.